Hi, this is Tim with Eduware. In this video, I'm going to show you how to print an exam that you've already created. I'm starting here at the home page, and from here I'm going to click on View Edit Exam. Now I'm going to select a New York State Standard exam in biology. Let's try this one right here. Okay, this looks good. Now I'm all ready to print, so I'm going to click on the Print button up in the corner here. And this is going to take us to our Print Settings suite. From here you can see we have several different tabs to modify advanced settings, and we also have a live preview here. This allows you to view changes instantly as they happen. Let's go through some of these settings. First we have the Schemes tab. Schemes are settings that you can enable or set up for yourself for different types of exams that you have. Since this is the first time that I'm printing, the default scheme is selected. When we're all done changing our exam, we're going to go back and save this scheme so that we can access it later. Let's look at the Page tab. We have several options to go over under the Page tab, starting with paper size. We can go from letter to legal, and we can also go back. Under column options, we can choose to have one column or two columns. As you can see, everything is updating instantly on the right. Next, we can decide to begin each section on a new page. I'll leave that blank. And also, you can choose what start page to have numbered. I'll leave this default as well. You can also edit your margins. I'm going to leave these default for now. Next is header. I'm going to add a header for this. And that updates instantly. I'd also like to add a page number footer. Let's try that now. Next we're going to take a look at the QA Format tab. Okay, from here we can modify several different features under question formatting, how the numbers look, and we can also modify how the spacing appears for questions. Let's change that real quick. I'm going to put that back to default. We can do the same under answer formatting with a few extra features, such as we can change letters to numbers and also modify the layout. Under work area, we can choose to add lines of space or just blank space underneath our multiple choice questions. Let's try that now. I'm going to add blank space first. You can see that here. And now I'm going to fill those blank spaces with lines. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and return that back to default. Next, let's take a look at the next tab, Fonts. Okay. In this tab you can see that we've chosen to select one common font for our entire exam. If we'd like to get more specific, we can hit No. And this will allow us to modify different fonts for different sections, such as questions, answers, instructions, and headers and footers. I'm going to return that back to yes, because I like the Times New Roman font. You can also change font sizes. We can see on the right, it's updated immediately. I think this is too big, so I'm going to go back. And it's back to normal. Let's move on to the Ordering tab. With the print settings, you can choose to have one version or print all the way up to 30 versions. I'm going to stick with one. Best Fit. Best Fit allows you to rearrange your exam so that the questions are spaced as tightly together as possible. In this case, I'm going to leave this with no. Question order. I can decide to scramble questions. Let's give that a try. And I can also decide to scramble the answers. For instance, right now, looks like letter 2, or number 2 is the correct answer. And if I scramble, now it's 3. The last tab that we're going to look at is the Teacher tab. In the Teacher tab, we can check exactly what to print. By default, your exam, the answer key, and the ID list will print. Let's go ahead and modify that. We can preview them on the right as we select them. You have options to print the student answer sheet, standards covered. Let's take a look at see what that looks like. So you can see all the standards covered in this exam. And then we also have question summary. I'm going to leave it so just the exam and the answer key are checked. Next we have restricting of answer choice. If for some reason 4 is too many, you can restrict down to 2 or 3. It will update on the right here. Also, you can choose to print question IDs instead of the question number. I'm going to return this back. The last thing that you can modify is passage settings. If I were to have a long passage question, I could decide to split that into either 1 or 2 columns. I could also modify spacing of the passage. I'm going to leave those unchanged for now. Looking at the bottom here, we can toggle between our live view by clicking on answer key or exam. Finally, when we're all ready to go, we can click on preview to get a full screen preview of either the teacher's copy or the student's copy. Let's take a look at that right now. Here's our full screen preview. This is exactly what it's going to look like when it's all ready to print. I'm going to click on exit preview. Now I'm ready to click on the print button. This is going to bring up a dialog, which is asking me if I would like a teacher's copy, student's copy, or both. I'm going to select both. Now it's going to generate a PDF of both. Okay, now I have a dialog that just came up that's letting me know how many of my trial pages are being used by printing this. In this case, it's 18 of the 40 that are included with every trial. That's fine with me. I'm going to continue. Okay, now you can see that it's given me the option to download the PDF of the teacher's copy or the student's copy, or download all. I'm going to download the student's copy and show you how to print it. This opened a Adobe Reader to allow us to view at the PDF. This will give us the absolute final view before we print, and when we're ready to go, click on the print button in the corner. This is going to bring up the system-wide print dialog. Any final changes can be made here, and when you're all done, hit OK to print. This has been how to print an exam that's already been created using the WizardTM Online.